Excuse me, may I ask you some questions about your daily routine?
Yes, of course.
What time do you usually get up?
I usually get up at 5.
At 5?
Yes.
What do you usually do after getting up?
After getting up, I usually practice my English.
Practice your English?
Yes.
What time do you usually practice your English?
I usually practice my English at 5:5.
At 5:05?
Yes.
How long does it take you to practice your English?
It takes me about 45 minutes.
45 minutes?
Yes.
What do you usually do after practicing your English?
After practicing my English, I usually have breakfast.
Have breakfast?
Yes.
What time do you usually have breakfast?
I usually have breakfast at 6.
At 6?
Yes.
How long does it take you to have breakfast?
It takes me about 20 minutes.
20 minutes?
Right.
What do you usually do after having breakfast?
After having breakfast, I usually go to school.
Go to school?
Yes.
What time do you usually go to school?
I usually go to school at 7.
At 7?
Yes.
How long does it take you to go to school?
It takes me about 5 minutes.
5 minutes?
Yes.
What do you usually do after coming back home from school?
Coming back home from school, I usually have lunch.
Have lunch?
Right.
What time do you usually have lunch?
I usually have lunch at 12.
At 12?
Yes.
How long does it take you to have lunch?
It takes me about 30 minutes.
30 minutes?
Right.
What do you usually do after having lunch?
After having lunch, I usually have nap.
Have lab?
Yes.
What time do you usually have lab?
I usually have nap at 1 hour.
But then,
I usually have a nap 1 p.m.
1 p.m.
Yes.
How long does it take you to have a nap?
Sorry?
How long does it take you to have a nap?
It takes me about 2 hours.
2 hours?
Yes.
What do you usually do after having a nap?
After having a nap, I usually go out.
Go out?
Right.
What time do you usually go out?
I usually go out at 3 p.m.
3 p.m.?
Yes.
How long does it take you to go out?
It takes me about 2 hours.
2 hours?
Right.
What do you usually do getting home?
After getting home, I usually have dinner.
Have dinner?
Yes.
What time do you usually have dinner?
I usually have dinner at 7.
At 7?
Yes.
How long does it take you to have dinner?
It takes me about 30 minutes.
30 minutes?
Right.
What do you usually do after have a dinner?
After having dinner, I usually go to bed.
Go to bed.
Hmm?
Go to bed?
Yes.
What time do you usually go to bed?
I usually go to bed at 10 p.m.
At 10 p.m.?
Yes.
Thanks for the help.
You're welcome.